All right, so I have Emily here.
Yep.
Hi, Emily.
Hi.
So I asked Emily to come here today because every time I see her, she's got phenomenal, zoom in a little bit, phenomenal eyebrows. Yeah.
That's honestly the best thing you could ever say to me. Yesterday when I went to Bloomingdale's, the lady at the Mac counter said the same thing, and I was like,
so yeah, totally. I really like them. This is the finished look, but the brows take the most time.
the brow is like the main part. Yeah, if you want like sort of a natural brow, but also sort of an Instagram brow.
Like a microbladed.
Yeah, like an at-home microblade is what you can find here in this video.
Yeah, so if you are interested in seeing that, just keep on watching.
Please do. Well, so we're gonna imagine that this is like the morning. I don't really wash my face in the morning. I usually just put like witch hazel on and like take the oil off. Because also most of the time I'll be showering and I just feel like the face is already just like blasted by the water. Like I don't need to do anything. If it still feels weird, I'll just like use the witch hazel. You know, unfortunately I did find out that the one I use right now like has a little bit of alcohol in it, but like whatever, we'll just like.
Is it the Thayer's one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Maybe
it's not. No, is the Thayer's the red cap?
Yeah.
No, it's not that one, it's a different one. But whatever, I don't know what you're supposed to do, so I just use it anyways. And then the second step, sometimes I use this serum, most of the time I don't, but I would probably just say I use this shit.
Where do you buy that?
Water glycerin Lassens, but you could get it at like a Whole Foods or Amazon. But I get the one that has glycerin too because that seems like it might be moisturizing, but like who knows? Glycerin. I don't know. And then so like yeah, like just like on, and then I use always this sunscreen from e.l.f. to MD.
Oh sweet. SPF 40.
Yeah, I've probably been using this for like 2 years. I got like one facial ever. At Skin Worship in Hollywood. And it like the lady there was like, oh, you should use this one, because I think I was probably using like something weird from the drugstore that was like making me oily. Yeah. And this one's like not greasy. Yeah, so I just use like this concealer from e.l.f. So basically I use like a lot of drugstore products because A, clothes, B, a lot of times I'm like, oh, like I'm gonna try out something and I don't want to like spend a bunch on it if I don't know if I'm gonna like it. So I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna try out like wearing like, you know, brown lipstick. I'll just like buy some weird one, see if it turns out nice. Yeah. And then like, then maybe I'll get something better at that point. But like from the jump, I'll just like buy something cheap. And then I just use it up. And if it's weird, like this concealer probably is too dark for me, but like, it doesn't look too dark. Just committed to it. So anyway, so I put the concealer on, and then I usually just put like a little bit of powder on top. That's like, I usually just get the lightest because like I am pretty pale. In high school, I wanted to be tan like so bad, super bad. Even though I'm from Chicago, I'm like not even like from somewhere like tropical, and like I wanted to be tan like so bad, and so I used to get like airbrush tans. Like I wouldn't get spray tans. I would get like an airbrush, like a person like does it on you. And I never got like a bed because even in high school I knew that that was like not good. Radiation. Yeah, I was like, I'm not trying to die today. So like I did that a little bit, and then one time like when it actually mattered, I got one for prom. I may have told you this before. I looked truly shocking. I looked like so dark. And I was wearing like intense makeup, which wasn't what I wanted. That was just like the lady like didn't listen to me and was like, let's do it this way. And I'm like, I don't even know. I was just like accepting it. And then by the time it was like too late, I was like, okay, this is my face now. This is who I am now. Yeah, and so then I had to just like go to prom, and I'm like, oh my God, I was like more than 2 shades darker, like 5 shades darker than like you possibly. Like I was like, yeah, I was like a new person. Yeah, it was bad.
What powder is this?
Fucking from e.l.f. It's like something random. Yeah, I just like need some. I just like put something on top.
That's cool. I like that you use your products. You really use your products.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I go deep in the cut. And then I use this that you actually gave me a long time ago. I don't know if there's like I don't know if they have different shades, but this one's called Baked. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like matte. And then I just use it like here. And here, and then sometimes I'll put some here too. I'm gonna blend this. This is like not just what happens. Like, and then I put it here too.
Oh, for the sun kiss.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm like, oh, like the sun actually hit my face. It goes like here.
Yeah, dimension.
Across. Yeah, sometimes I won't put on the temples if I like have a lot of like blemishes there, and I think that if like putting it there, it's gonna like rub away the concealer I just put on. I like won't put it there.
Yeah.
But I definitely always put it like cheekbones. You know, I do like whatever the people tell you, like the number 3. So you're like,
yeah,
doing,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I, you know, I got it.
Industry standard.
I hear it. You know, I hear it and I do it. You know, I'll like take it like down. Is it actually dragging any color? We don't know.
It blends.
Yeah, and then I'll put like a tiny bit extra at the very end, and I won't really blend that part out. But I don't know why. Does anyone know why they do the stuff they do on their makeup videos?
Muscle memory.
Yeah, oh no, I swear to God, like this entire routine, like I don't even know what I think about while I do it. I have like no idea. I think I just like am like my eyes are like closed. I'm just like.
I think when you do it so much, yeah, eventually you're like, you just know what to do.
Yeah, I just like do it.
I have
always.
this problem where if I do the same thing every day, like putting on the same color eyeshadow every day, over time I gradually make it way more intense. So it just gradually gets more and more and more and more and more deep.
Yeah.
And then
I could see that happening. I feel like that might happen sometimes with my like eyebrows. Like they've evolved in like so many ways, and always I think it's amazing. And then like a year will pass, and you'll look at photos, and you're like, oh my God, like I look nuts. Like I looked at like my photo when I graduated college, and I was like, and like at that point I thought they were like amazing. I was like, this is an incredible photo, and I looked at it and I was like, holy shit, like what? Like nobody was telling you. So then for blush lately, I usually pretty much always just use whatever lip color I've been like using lately for blush.
Dude, I have to see this as a blush.
Yeah, so I use the Sephora 01, just like the
always red.
And I just like take a little bit like off the cap, I guess, and then I just like put a little. It's like you really need like almost nothing, but it like turns out pretty good. I think it's like kind of like what I would look like if I got embarrassed or something. I don't know. Yeah, and then I put a little on the nose too, just like how I did the bronzer.
Yeah, that's new.
Just cause like when you get, do you ever notice like after you work out, like it's all here. It's like this whole thing. Totally. It's not just here. It's like all here. I actually sometimes think it's more like almost under the eye a lot. I'm not gonna do that, but like sometimes I'll see like little like Japanese street style. They'll like do that type of shit.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
and I think it looks cute, but I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna look cute like when I go to work. Yeah, and then I'll just use highlighter. You know, I got that Glossier shit.
It's the Glossier Quartz?
Yeah.
Booyah.
I haven't tried the other one that's not the brown
Moonstone?
one.
Oh, Moonstone.
Yeah, Moonstone, I don't have that one.
This is, I think, the best one.
Yeah, it seems good. I mean, it doesn't really do it. It doesn't like deposit any shade or anything. It's just kind of like doing its thing. The main part of my look is the eyebrows, and because I don't have any. That's what I tell people. I'm like, I have bald eyebrows, which clearly isn't true.
No.
But I just don't have a lot here, and like that's unacceptable to me. So I just like comb them a little bit, and I kind of pluck them. I mean, if it starts to get here, I'll pluck it, but I don't really get too crazy. They don't get too much over here or like anything, so I kind of just leave them.
It's a good shape.
Yeah, I guess. I used to get them threaded for a long time.
It trained it in place, didn't it?
Maybe, but the thing is, like one time the lady at the threading place like shamed me too. Everyone's like out here shaming me. She was like, oh, like you shouldn't have taken so much off here. And I was like, okay, first off, they never grew there. So I already feel bad about it. It wasn't even because of the threading. It's just like, they just don't grow in this area. They just never have. It would be nice if I was like, oh yeah, you know, at one point I plucked all my eyebrows and now I'm just growing it back. It's just like, no, this is as much as it grows. For a little while I was doing brow powder. I used the Anastasia one. Yeah. For a really long time, like multi-years, maybe like 4 years or something.
Yeah, as with much of the world.
Yeah, and I used like the dark shade here and then a little bit lighter in the front. And then like one time, I bought a brow pencil, like kind of in the past couple months. And I was like, I'm gonna see what happens if I like draw the little like
individual hairs
and see like what happens. So I brought one from e.l.f. because I was like, I'm just gonna try this, and like it doesn't matter what it is. I just like want to see if it worked, and it worked, and it looked really nice. So I did that for a little while, and I was like, oh, I love it. And I ran out of that pencil, and then I tried to get a new one, and they didn't have it. So I got this other one, and then it changed the way I did the eyebrows again. I got this other one also from e.l.f. And it just like you can't do the way that I used to do it because like the tip's not thin. It's not thin. Yeah, you can't sharpen it. It's just like whatever. It just like comes up.
Yeah.
So what I do now?
Swools.
Yeah. So what I do now is I just I like go from the side. And I just like super light, like I'm almost not touching it. I'll like kind of make it like, I'll just start to like define the shape like a little bit with the color. And also the main trick of my eyebrows is I do them extremely messy to start, like literally just like clown brows, and then I like shape it. So yeah, so it just kind of starts like this, like very light. And like, I'll do that on both brows, and then I started to add black into it.
Black?
I add the black.
Individual hairs.
Yeah, so, and then I like use gel. But yeah, so like the goal for me with doing the eyebrows, I don't know if there's any way that it's ever gonna look natural, only because like, I think it's pretty clear that, people are wearing makeup in their eyebrows. But what I never want is for it to just be like a block. So what I'll do sometimes is I try to make gaps in the brow, like Vanilla Ice. Like I'll like do that to my eyebrow. Well, no, I don't use it. I don't use the razor. I'll just use the gel, and then I kind of just like, once it's kind of jelly and like wet, I'll just like shape it into places. There's already gaps, so I'm just trying to like find them and then like enhance them. After the fact that I like put the color on or whatever. All the things that I like. It's like, I think that you should add like an element to this series where it's like, why do you even do this? Because I like feel like that's like the main thing. It's like,
dude, I find out such strange things.
Honestly, no reason. There's like no rhyme or reason why I do like anything of my makeup. It's just, I don't even know. This is just like such an evolution. Like it's just like, I don't know. I have no idea, but. Yeah, so now so it's like kind of like, you could essentially just leave this as your brow. Yeah, so now I add black, which I'm hoping doesn't like end up being something I regret in a couple months.
No, I don't think so. Your brows always look good.
Yeah, usually I like will sharpen it like right before I start, because then it'll be like the, like the smallest tip or whatever. I got really into, I got really obsessed with Nick Cave's wife. She's like a model.
Yeah, you sent me, or no.
I probably
you posted a photo,
Her name is Susie Bick, and she has black hair. So then all of a sudden I was like, oh, should I like go dark? And so I feel like that's like what's allowing me to use the black in the brows. It's like making me feel better about it. Okay, so I do the same thing every time now. I always do like the top first. I just like make it like a little bit more defined up there.
Gotcha.
And then I do the hairs here. And I'm only like drawing like a couple, because there's obviously already hairs there. But I'm just adding a little bit more. I do the end part, and then I do the front, which like,
it's like anime brows almost right now.
So yeah, so I do like the front, and I do like a couple up the front, like a little bit. And I'm kind of trying to do like what is already there.
It's very Instagram brows.
But just like extend it. Yeah, so I'll only do like a couple in the front, and then I'll just like super random, I'll do the middle part. So it starts like this. This is not how it will stay. It starts like this, and it's like kind of intense, and then I like shape it out, but this is it for now. Then I do the other one, right? So then I put concealer on my hand. And I use just like YouTube. I use I don't know, like a tiny concealer brush. But I always like this shape specifically. I don't know why. Like
shape?
Yeah, I don't want like anything smaller. Then I don't feel like you really have like a lot of control, and you can get kind of like a big shape of the brow. I try to put like a little concealer, and then I just do.
And this is where the sculpting.
Yeah, the sculpting.
What do you call it? Carving.
Isn't that what Instagram calls it?
Is that what it is?
I think so. Beating your face. Have you ever heard that?
The boy beat?
No. Oh yeah, I saw that on like the side of YouTube the other day.
Yeah, I actually like that. Boy beat.
But what is it?
It's where you you enhance your flaws. Not, I mean, what the industry would consider flaws, like.
So you just make yourself look more masculine?
I don't even know.
Or you make yourself look ugly.
Not make yourself look ugly, but like just enhance like your dark circles. Like don't hide your dark circles, that kind of thing. Not that much foundation. Messy brows. It's like a messy look, you know?
I mean, that's kind of tight. I like, for a little while you weren't concealing. Do you conceal your under eyes?
Today I did.
Yeah, like, I thought about stopping. So I do it like this and then I blend it out.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I feel like I feel like some people do it like this on YouTube or on Instagram. Like, you know, you'll see like the little, I like on my Explorer, I'm like clicking everything, right? I'm like, ugh. And then like it'll be some, you know, Instagram, YouTube makeup artist, and like it's so wild that like drag makeup is just normal makeup now. Like it's so crazy. And so I feel like they'll do this, they'll like use like a white fucking eyeliner like underneath the brow to like define it, and then they like hardly blend it out, and I'm like, I guess that's a look.
I did a full face today and I applied a really light eyeshadow up there, and it's fucking fun. I'm gonna say it's fun applying the makeup on.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
like,
why people do it. It's not because they want to change the way they look. I don't feel.
Yeah, no, I mean, like in college and high school, when I was doing like the full, you know, palette that has like 80 shades, stuff that type of thing, that was so fun. It was so fun, and I would do my roommate's makeup, and it would be like the funnest. Yeah. You know, and you just got to like
experiment. Jeez.
Yeah, you got to experiment, and like I kind of think my routine now still is fun, even though I do the same thing every day. I still think it's fun.
There's a bit of darkness in your tone.
Yeah.
It's still fun.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, so I do concealer under, and then I don't use any concealer on the top, but I do kind of like clean up the top a little bit. So you initially were like, wow, your routine is so short. And we've only done one brow and it's not even done. So this is where the time comes. So then I blend it out even more with this like thicker brush, which is the same shape, right? But it's like a little bit, I don't know, I'm just like afraid. I think one time I looked at myself in the mirror and hadn't blended it enough, and you could kind of see like where the bronzer and like the concealer like just like met, and I was like, ah. And so now I like really try to like,
who am I,
blend that shit out and like make sure that it's, you know, sort of the color of my skin, I guess, you know. Can I ask your viewers some questions while I finish?
Yeah, dude.
So the 3 questions I have,
3 questions, okay.
Yeah, are, what is your favorite dry shampoo that actually works?
Okay.
And like makes your hair feel like nice and clean and not like, because I know some people use dry shampoo for texture. I don't want that. I want it to feel like clean.
Okay.
Because I probably wash my hair too much. It needs like a rest. I just bought one from Lassen's, from that brand, like Acure, A-C-U-R-E. Yeah. That I just tried, but I don't know. I haven't had enough time to test it, but it seems fine. My friend told me she liked it, but I just feel like I need one that's like actually gonna work out. And then also, I have so many hairs that like stick up like here because of dryness and probably breakage. And I need to know if they use any products that are like very sleek, like something that like really sleek, like makes your hair sleek. Like not like an oil, but like I guess like an oil, but like just like something. I feel like people use more like
pomades.
Yeah, like something like that, like a cream. I want that.
Is your hair oily?
No.
Well, if that's the case, then you can go wild with it and experiment.
So yeah, so the brows are like this, and then I put gel, and then this is when I start to separate the hairs. The goal is for it to look like that there's hairs, instead of just like a shape, right? Yeah, totally. So I use just like honestly, I'll use any clear gel. Right now it's a CoverGirl one that like looks disgusting because like the gel mixes with the color of your eyebrow shit.
I can't do the translucent packaging.
Yeah, like it's just like this like nasty stuff. But I don't like to use boy brow when I do this because I don't like when you start to brush it up, it gets on your skin. I don't like it.
The pressure?
Yeah, it just like doesn't look clean then. But yeah, so I'll just like gel it up, and I like go up obviously. And then I just try to like shape it with the brush. Yeah, so then now I separate the hairs. So I like make, I make
spots, yeah.
like a gap. Yeah,
Yeah.
in it, which like nobody wants, but I want.
The vanilla ice.
Yeah, this is my vanilla ice. And even sometimes I'll put some here. I'll like add concealer, I'll like add some there.
Whoa.
And then if it's too dark, I'll like just use my finger, I'll like press it out a tiny bit. Just like on the edges.
It's a true art form.
But yeah, this is like definitely the part that I'm like really doing a full. But I'm satisfied with how they turn out. The rest of the eyes, I use the bronzer again on my eyes. So I just like put it all over the whole section. I go like pretty high up because like you said, I do have like a lot of space to work with.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, it's nice. So I would say like the things that I like now in the past like year or so is like all like burnt shades. And then on the very edges of the lash line, I'll put something. Right now I've just been putting the same stuff I put on my brows.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit to like make it look like you have, you know, thicker lashes. I don't go all the way to like the tear duct. I'll kind of just go to like the middle part. And then I go like a little bit of a wing, but if it's messy, it doesn't matter to me.
So you do a slight wing, but not really.
Like almost, yeah, just like a tiny bit. Then I use mascara. This is also from e.l.f. Just, yeah, Hella Drugstore. But this one I actually like a lot. They have a waterproof one that I think works very well and doesn't come off. And in general, I just like the bottle changed, like the shape. So it used to be kind of like this like square one, and now it is not. I go to the e.l.f. store that's at the Galleria.
Oh, dang, the big one.
But just if you are in Los Angeles and you're watching this video and you go there, it's nice there because they have like a lot of stock, but they've started to get really into like, oh, can I give you like a sample of this like mask, and then they'll like put it on your hand and be like, oh, doesn't that look amazing? Like, would you want one? And they like,
salesy?
yeah, it's too salesy. Like, yeah, and they'll be like, oh, like, let me show you this other product. And I'm like, can I get my thing? Like, it's just too much, which I
love
understand.
that.
You like it?
I love
Oh, well then
that.
go there.
Yeah.
They have so many new
You
products.
see different things.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, like, I can't.
I like learning about new products.
Yeah, I guess that's
But
true.
then, yeah, I mean, you feel like you're taking up their time, you owe them something. So
Yeah, and I always try to remember their names because I'm like, yeah, you get that commission. Yeah, and then I use just the concealer that's left on my hand from when I did the eyebrows, which...
Oh, whoa, so you have a palette on your hand right now.
Yeah, but it's like, it's almost like nothing left. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah,
which is kind of nice because I don't really want to put a lot of color under it because it'll get creasy, you know?
Yeah.
So I just use like a very light amount. Yeah, it's like almost nothing underneath. And yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I should like not even stop concealing my under eyes. But I don't know. I don't do any mascara under eye either because
smudges.
it just, yeah, it just gets like too dark down there and it doesn't ever look nice. I wish that I did because sometimes I think it would look more
doll-like.
Yeah, I think it would just look nicer in photos.
Yeah.
Recently I started to use lip color because I felt like in photos my lips disappeared. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start using lip color. And I'm like really into 90s right now in all aspects of the world. So I'm using like brown color for the lips. So I bought MAC Spice, which is like...
Wait, that's the...
a classic.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, this is like legitimately a 90s person is using this shade.
Yeah.
And then I got really into trying to find like a brown lip stain because I don't really like matte colors. Like this is nice, but I don't like the texture of these types of things at all. It's too dry. I like can't, I'm eating so much during the day that like it just makes my mouth feel dry. It just like comes off, whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna get a stain. But then when looking for stains, I realized that like people don't make those anymore. And so I go to like the store and I'm like, okay, stains don't exist. So I went to a Walmart that was like in the suburbs, like 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
Just to find this Covergirl marker lip stain that I remembered.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, so I have it.
They still make those?
They still make those. Covergirl Outlast is a marker. It's a brown one.
Wait.
That I bought.
It's for Is it 402? Can I see it?
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, I don't know, look at it. But I went there and it was literally the only one they had left. You can get them online too.
445.
But I wanted it immediately. I was like, I need this. So I drove to this like faraway Walmart, and Walmart is crazy. There was a McDonald's inside the Walmart. It was crazy. And so I bought the thing.
You spent all day there.
Yeah, oh, it was so fun. I bought this. Then I also bought one at e.l.f. that's kind of like it, but it's like more red. But they have a marker too. They only have 3 shades, and they're like not really my jam, but I tried.
It's not as like fruity though, huh?
Yes, well this one's like fruity. This one's like brown.
No, I mean the scent.
Oh yeah, it smells fruity and tastes fruity.
Covergirl.
Yeah,
the Covergirl one.
It does.
I remember that because I used to use that like a decade ago.
Yeah, I know.
I love that stuff, and I haven't been able to.
Well, I love the marker, and I like this type of product. Like it's like gonna sink into the lip. It doesn't just sit on top. Like I want it to like get in. Like when you wear a lipstick and then you take it off, but still some of it's on. Do you know? Like that's kind of what my goal is.
Like a stain.
Yeah, like a stain. And then now I'm using one from e.l.f. also that it's like a gel. It's from their Aqua Beauty collection. And
I actually have that and I love it. Yeah,
I like it too, but I got it because there's one I want that's really expensive, $65, and I saw it on that Violet Grey website.
What brand is it?
It's something I've never heard of. It's like Serge Lutens. Do you ever hear that? It's SERGELUTEN, and it was like the shade they made was specifically for like 90s brown lip, and I was like, tell me more. And so then I was like, oh my god. And it looks amazing, and it's this exact like type of bottle and this like exact type of what I would assume kind of product, like a jelly type of stain, you know, not like a marker or whatever. And so I just decided I'd try this one, see what happens, but hopefully someday I'll just like splurge on the 65. I mean, it just looks so great.
Yeah.
I just like want it to be like kind of like my lip shade, but not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I do like a full line around the whole lip.
Okay. I just realized Korean beauty products, there are a lot of lip stains. Okay. So maybe hit up that market.
I will.
That's very natural looking.
Yeah, it's like pretty good. So I do like the Cupid's bow, and then I do from the tip up, because like I read somewhere or watched a video probably 1 million years ago that was like if you go down, it like makes your lip shape drag down and like be frowny. So you should like go up when you do the shape. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so I go up.
If you just leave it like that, that's how everyone wore it in the 90s.
Yeah, right? So, a beautiful look. And I'll like blend it a little bit with my finger.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it's a nice gel.
Whoa. Yeah, I like it.
It's nice. This one's called Dewy Nude.
It looks like a dark red in the...
It's probably nude for me. Yeah, I don't...
It's nude for someone.
Yeah, it's like nude in real life, if you looked at me in real life. And then like I'll probably...
This is real life.
Put some here. Yeah, but like... I don't know. It's like burnt. I mean, it's burnt. Everything I want is burnt. Yeah, and then it's just like that. I don't know how often
it looks really good.
Thank you. I don't know how often I reapply it. I feel like I do like... I don't know.
What about for the moisturizing aspect? Like, do your lips get dry throughout the day?
No.
God, you lucky bastard. You hydrate like crazy though.
Like in my like drinking water?
Yeah.
No, I am like so bad at hydrating. I actually get angry when people tell me to hydrate. I'm like, okay.
You hydrate.
Yeah, no, I don't know. The lips like, well, that's why I said I don't like using like this, because this is when it gets so dry. And when you can feel the product on the lip, I feel like my throat gets dry somehow. It's just I'm not producing saliva in the same way as like a normal person when I have lip product on, and so that's why I wanted to stain. Yeah, this I've only like been using for a little bit, so like who's to say if it's gonna work out. And then at the very end of the face, I'll usually like retouch up all of the blemishes, because like somehow I feel like they just
settle.
Yeah, and I need them to be fresh. And so then I'll like put a little bit of the concealer, and then I'll put a little more of the powder, and then I'll finish, and then that's it.
Diggity damn, that's pretty quick.
It's not that quick though. I feel like when I do it in the morning, I'm like, holy shit, why is time passing so fast? Oh, my final question for your viewers.
Wait, what was the second question? Dry shampoo.
And I need some cream for my weird like hairs.
Question?
Yeah, that's the second one. The third question is if you have any brown lip products that you like that I would like to know, because this is like my new jam. It's like a
lip products. Like In terms of like lipstick, matte,
yeah, like a stain would be what I want. But
Stain.
yeah, if you had a lip liner that you thought was good, that would be cool.
The lip liner, you say?
Yeah, and then in reality, if I was doing my makeup in the morning, my hair would be like wet and like pulled back, and I never wear a top. I always have just like boobs out when I do my makeup.
Boobs out.
I like can't. I want everything to be pulled away.
Yeah.
So that I can do it.
Yeah.
And even like if I'm just like redoing it before I go out, I'll like pull the hair back and like try to like make this like as clean as I can.
Yeah.
But for you, I want to make it look like I don't look like bald. Yeah, this is my face, and without the lip color, this part I've been doing for literally like the past like 3 years. I can't not do this look. I don't want to use any other colors. I don't know why. I just like don't want to do anything else. Every once in a while I'll try to wear eyeliner again, and then I'll put it on and I'll be like, oh my god, like you look crazy. I don't which is so crazy because when I was emo, I thought that I would never stop wearing eyeliner.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I will die with eyeliner like to the grave, and then I just was like, eyeliner is like not, it's just like I just feel like I look like too much is happening.
The matte red lipstick, I wore it for a year and a half straight. Did not deviate from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my look.
I like it though. Well, the reason why I got it is because you and like 2 of my Chicago friends all recommended it. And I was like, that's who I'm gonna be now, is like a girl that wears red lipstick every day.
Matte
and then
red,
like,
yeah.
I just can't, I eat so much during the day.
It looks
like,
so good on you though.
It does look nice, but like, it's just like, it just like, I don't know if you have this issue or if everyone has this issue, but don't you feel like you put it on and then like the inner part, like it comes
crusty?
off? No, like.
Oh, flakes off?
This part, it won't even stay on that part. And then I just look like I'm like, I don't even know. It just doesn't look right at that point.
Exfoliate, man.
But that's the thing though, is that like this part is like too soft, I feel like nothing's gonna stick to it.
Yeah.
Like it like won't go all the way in. Like I want it to go like all the way in. Like
maybe that's just not the right formula for you then.
Maybe not. I mean, I think I need to just be like a stain girl for now. But yeah,
Stain girl.
That's
cool too. I like stains. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Thanks for asking me.
Yeah.
You know, hit that like and the subscribe button. If you like the video, just
give it a
thumbs up. And if you'd like to see me again, you know, just put like the skull emoji or something, and then I'll know that you liked me.